LEGO Speed Champions is back again, and I cannot wait to get into this one. We've had some great fun looking into some unique and awesome Speed Champ sets, and today we're going to check out some of the others that are just incredible. You do not want to miss these. By the way, leave me a comment down below of your favourite Speed Champion set for a chance to be featured in the next video, and make sure you stick around because a few of the sets I'll be showing you towards the end are some of my all-time favourites, and I'm sure some of you would agree for good reason. Also, we will be finally looking at the confirmed images for the Speed Champ sets releasing on August 1st. Let's get straight into it with the Speed Champion's love child, a Ferrari. Set 75879 is a Scuderia Ferrari SF16H, and this machine is a work of art. The classic Ferrari red with the subtle hints of white always sit well with any Speed Champion set. This set also includes more than just a car, which some of you seem to love and also seem to miss. You also get to build a start finish line with the translucent lighting elements and a checkered flag that actually includes a waving function. Look closely though and you can see that most visible blocks require a sticker placement, which on some sets isn't an issue. It can become extremely tedious though. But finally on this set, let's just give a shout out to the race driver. The suit is pretty awesome and he does in fact have two different colour helmets, which is always a bonus. As we're on the topic of stickers, set 76922 deserves a humongous shout out. Granted, this set is still new, only releasing this year, and I personally have this one in the backlog to build, and I have to tell you, I am bricking it with the amount of stickers involved. 71 stickers if you're wondering, in a 676 piece set, which is just insane. But if you can get past the fear and also finish the set with your mind still in great standings, it will be worth it. The M4 GT3 and the BMW M Hybrid V8 are works of art, in real life and also in Speed Champions form. Your fingers might hate you right now, but your body will love you for completing this set. Persevere and you'll be pleasantly surprised. We also cannot complain at the fact we get two BMW minifigures. You just have to love a twin pack. Just a quick side note, if you are enjoying the video, please hit that subscribe button. It may not seem like a lot, but it really does help me more than you could ever imagine. The twin pack love continues with set 76903, also a twin pack. The Chevrolet Corvette CAR race car and the 1968 Chevy Corvette. The CAR race car comes in this awesome grey with super vibrant yellow stickers for the livery. I really enjoy the tiny hints of red included on the mirrors and the spoiler. But forget the tiny bits of red. The 1968 Corvette is fully loaded in dark red and just looks incredible. I absolutely love how this car is so square and blocky, but also so curved and unique at the same time. The front of this car looks as if it's stretched out so long, which I guess is true to life, but it just works so well. I am also a huge fan of the rims on this vehicle. It really does portray the old school vibe they're going for perfectly. Let's hit back to back vintage sets and let's look at set 75881, the 2016 Ford GT and the 1966 Ford GT40. The 2016 GT is cool and all, in the blue, white and red combo, but the blacked out 1966 Ford GT40 has the right amount of sauce, while staying subtle and sleek. Boasting the dual racing stripes with the circular number patches, this thing just screams vintage energy. But let's also not forget about the gold rims with the big centre caps to just elevate this further. Speaking of elevations though, just take a look at the size of those exhausts. You can almost hear how loud this is just by thinking about it. This set also comes with a race marshal and two race car drivers also, which makes a total of 3 minifigures, which to me is a perfect amount for a set like this. Although the 2 race car drivers are absolutely pristine. I'm in love with the colour combos, especially the tan brown race suit. That thing is incredible. But that's not the only set you can get the brown race suit in. Set 75884 has it too. The 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback shares a lot of similarities with the previous set. Both being Fords is the pretty obvious one, but they also both seem to be partial to the dual racing stripes, which are guaranteed to increase horsepower. The circular number plates are also similar, and the same goes to the golden rims with the large centre hubcaps. This set does happen to have a pretty awesome printed piece on the back displaying the iconic Mustang horse. Also, I have never seen a Speed Champion set that has a Lego logo actually stuck onto it to act as a sponsorship logo. I just thought that was a super cool touch we don't see ever. From a vintage Mustang to more of a modern day one, set 75871 is just that. The Ford Mustang GT comes in this really nice blue with just a singular stripe down the middle. Now, maybe I'm wrong here, but this one is nowhere near as good as the previous Ford set we've looked at. I genuinely think it's just a little boring and plain, or is that just me? I personally think it just seems rushed and messy. Some places look too long, like the hood of the car, and other places look too squashed, like the trunk of the car. Now, don't get me wrong, I still like this set, but I feel like it has a lot of wasted potential. The McLaren 720S from set 75880 has something we don't see too often, and I personally cannot tell if it's a good or a bad thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? No? Well, it's got to be the humongous windshield. This thing is a dome of glass. The real life version of this is nowhere near as big, so I don't quite know why LEGO have made it this sizable. What do you think? Does it look good or does it look bad? Let me know down in the comments. But by far the coolest part of this set has to be the mini design studio desk with an assortment of elements such as a lamp, a chair and a coffee mug. But the sketch of the vehicle has to be one of the coolest additions I've seen in a long time. The next McLaren set is what we've all been waiting for. Yes, that's right, it's the polybag of the video. Set 30657, the McLaren Solus GT. 95 whole pieces placed perfectly to recreate the bank-busting $3 million single-seated hypercar, hitting 60 mph in just 2.5 seconds, thanks to its insane V10 engine hitting upwards of 858 horsepower. This thing is one of the fastest cars around. Here's a fun fact, there's more pieces to this LEGO set than actual number of these cars in existence. Only 25 will be built, and just in case you're wondering, they've all sold. So I've missed my chance this time. I'll just have to settle for the polybag, which goes for around $5, but I'm sure I can stretch for that. Let's be honest, we'd much prefer the LEGO set than the actual car anyway. I am a huge fan of Porsches, which is why set 75888 is one of my all-time favourites. Yes, the additional builds on this set are worth talking about because they are actually quite detailed for being so small. And yes, the 911 RSR is also such a sweet looking car that just screams race car. The colour fits it perfectly and the overall shape of it just makes it look fast and aggressive. But for me, the 3-litre 911 Turbo takes the cake on this. Everything about this model is awesome. The retro headlights tie in perfectly with the shape. The deep dish rims are unreal and the spoiler at the back is such a recognisable part of the 911's history. It was brave creating this car in lime green, but again, I think it was such a calculated decision and it worked perfectly. It stands out and for great reason. This set is definitely on the pickup list for me. LEGO must also love the 911 Turbo because they've created it again. Set 75895 is a new and improved version of the previous. The 1974 Porsche 911 Turbo is back, but this time it's in this super subtle white with black accents. Including all of the awesome features as before, this one also includes the famous 3 cones, which just make this set's value for money top tier. LEGO have added an exciting digital element to this set too, allowing you to drive this car in the Forza Horizon 4 Speed Champions expansion pack, which may I add is an extremely fun addition to the Forza Horizon game. And no, they haven't paid me to say that, unfortunately. Another hardcore favourite for me is a Lamborghini, and set 76899 tickles 2 of my Lamborghini loves in one set. The first being a Lamborghini Urus, which has to be my dream SUV. Now, I wouldn't get it in the same colour as the LEGO set, but you cannot deny the iconic green is not something to turn your nose up at. The big blocky Urus is a work of genius, and it just looks as aggressive as it should. It does seem to be missing 2 additional doors though, but we won't talk about that. My second Lamborghini love is a Huracan, and to my excitement, the next car in this twin pack is the Huracan Super Trofeo Evo. This model is just incredible. The black and gold special edition Roger de Buis livery just takes this to the next level. Don't come at me for the pronunciation, I googled it before this video. Everything about this is top notch and I honestly cannot pick fault. Although I would love to see a new and improved version of both of these in the Speed Champion series in the near future. Is that too much to ask? But coming sooner than we think is the first of 2, the NASCAR Next Gen Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, coming August 1st for $26.99 USD or $20.99 Great British Pounds. In my previous video we just had an AI image, but now we have the actual released images to look at. This set is boasting one of the brightest colour schemes we've seen to date and I am all for it. The flame livery reminds me of the shirts you used to wear as a kid to the school discos and birthday parties. You know the ones I mean? I was expecting this set to be a little less boxy though, and a bit more curvy, but in person it might actually surprise us for the better. And finally, the second of the 2, set 76934, the Ferrari F40, also coming August 1st for $26.99 US dollars or $20.99 Great British Pounds. Again, previously seen in AI, we now have actual images. I'm sure a lot of you are like me and just love Ferrari sets, so no doubt this will be a staple pickup for many. Pretty obvious that it will be in the traditional Ferrari red, which isn't a bad thing, and would include all of the classic F40 features such as the square edged wing, the translucent rear window looking into the engine bay, and much more. Now you've seen the official images, what exactly are your thoughts? I held a poll on my community page and a big majority of you said you preferred the Ferrari F40 over the NASCAR. Does that still stand, or have you changed your minds? Let me know down in the comments. But there we have it, another Speed Champions in the bag. What did you think? Have you got any of these sets? If so, let me know. I would also love to hear about your own favourite sets, so feel free to tell me in the comments below and I will try to get back to each and every one of you. And again, thank you so much for watching, it's honestly really appreciated. Please give me a like and a subscribe and I will be definitely seeing you in the next one.